but I think that the history of Toshio's work sits beautifully between commerce and art, between pre-cinema histories and new media design. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome Toshio Iwai.
Very nice book about making toys. So I started making toys by myself. So here I would like to show interesting notebook. When I was in primary school, I was making this book, and actually on the cover I drew some interesting objects like motors and batteries and bulbs. So this is the back side. And inside of this notebook, I drew many ideas of the toys and the inventions. For example, this one is a kind of a stupid idea. It's a convenient umbrella. Yeah, I really love the motors and so on. And actually, some ideas just a stupid things, but I really love to think about it and draw this kind of sketches. So this is the improved version of the convenient umbrella again. And this one is the textbook from my school. And this is the notebook for the math. And actually, you can see there is some doodles at the corner of the note. And of course, this is my first animation. It was a scrapbook. So this is very simple. The guy, falling down from the stairs and he's died. And the egg and the birds. And this is a science notebook. So this is more scientific animation. And this is also the textbook of the science. And this is a very abstract animation. So this is one of the characters, which is called Mr. Fry. And he transformed into the different character. So these are my first animations. And at the same time, I was really interested in some new technologies for my life. So I asked my dad to buy a microscope, for example. I love to see it. And this is very old, a kind of the blocks. And you can make a very simple electronic circuit with it, like this. And this is the old tape recorder. Gradually, I got many new technologies, like computers and games and radio cassette and so on. So all of those new technologies influenced a lot difficult things. Taking a long time and drawing thousands of images on the paper and taking pictures frame by frame. So I found those flipbooks. It was much easier to create and experiment the animation stuff. Then I also learned computer programming at my university. So I started making animated images on the flipbook using computers. So this is also the flip book, but created by video images. I printed out video frames on the paper. I also found that there are numbers of interesting inventions in the prehistory of the cinema. So I found this phenakistoscope, and I created these images using a copy machine. I put the physical object, like my hand and the blocks and so on the glass of the copy machine. And I took 12 different animated images by copy machine. So this is peanuts, scissors, and some other physical object moving on these old technologies. So I wanted combine old media and new technologies like a copy machine and the phenakistoscopes and computer images and flip books, for example. This is also very important invention in 19th century. It's called the zoetrope. And usually people put the paper with animated images, but instead of the paper strip, I put physical clay model inside of this black drum with numbers of slits. So you can turn the handle and you can see the real object can start to animate. And this is one of the big leap from the old-fashioned the pre-cinema toys from the using the modern technologies. So the idea behind is the same as those zoetropes and the phenakistoscopes, but I stood 112 20 paper figures on the spinning turntable. Then on this disk, there was a video monitor flashing by computer. So you can see all of those paper figures start to animate.